Hey Team Benefit, Tracy here. Okay, so today this call will be mostly directed to those of you who have raised your hand and said, yes, I want to move forward on the leadership ladder. And just for our records, today is the 17th of August. And I am excited to take this to the next level with you guys. Now, if you didn't watch the first call on our training on the leadership ladder, I would recommend that you do that first because that's going to lay the foundation for you. And if you have not yet responded to the thread on our team page where it says, what do you need to do to get from where you are to the next rung on the leadership ladder, then you need to do that. That is going to help me coach you and make sure that you have a foundation of understanding for where you're headed. Because if you don't understand that, then some of this training is going to be a little like not very helpful to you, right? The next thing I would really love to ask of each of you is that I want you to set up a call with me. I have the Google Doc in the files on our team page, and that is updated for this week. Each weekend, I will be updating it for that following week, and that way you can always go there and set up a power call with me. I'm trying to keep them at 15 minutes so that I can meet with each one of you because there's at least 15 of you as often as you would like, and I am available to you and want to make sure that you guys are doing activities to help you move forward. I was listening to a call this morning by Tony Robbins, and he said, progress equals happiness. And I was like, wow. I have been really, really struggling with Success Club. And even last night, I want to be vulnerable and share with you guys, even last night to the point of being woken up by a bad dream that Beachbody corporate was calling me into. They were having like a powwow in the bathroom, and all of these corporate people were stuffed in there. And I heard my name come up and I popped my head in and said, hey, what's up? And they said, well, we'll be calling you in a little bit. And they basically put me on a performance plan, and because my results were so poor. And that really bothers me. It really, really gets to me because subconsciously, I must not be feeling like I'm doing enough. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. And that's why what Tony Robbins said meant so much to me, because progress, it doesn't necessarily mean results. It means progress equals happiness. And when we are making progress, we need to be okay with that. And this business is long-term. It takes a long time for us to get our groove. It takes a long time for us to iron out issues. Sometimes, for me, it has taken a long time to get back into having a system for attracting people, and I need to be okay with that, and I want you guys to be loving yourselves and happy as you're making progress forward, whether it's our health and fitness, whether it's our business, any area of life. And that was something that really was what has helped me create more balance when I went through his Time of Your Life program, was because every area of my life was making progress. There was no area where, this was huge this day and then this was huge this day. And some things may be, I may have a day where I spend more time on Beachbody than other things, and I may have a day where I spend more time on family than Beachbody, and all of those type of combinations are all okay. But I knew every day that because my day was formulated on my priorities, and that I was picking the top 20% of activities that would bring me the greatest results, that I was making progress. And I'm doing that. And so I need to be okay and allow that to bring me happiness. So just wanted to share that with you guys. So for today's call, so hold on. Set up a call with me. And in order to have that call and to hold that call, I'm requesting two things of you. One is to watch this video, which I'm assuming will be an easy check since you're on here. And number two would be to create your RPM plan to get to the next ladder rung. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. So that way, when you get on the call with me, we will have something tangible to go over, and we can dig into it a little bit deeper and help you if you have questions about that or feel uncertain in any way, okay? So I don't want to just get on calls and then not really have things tangible to help you with, because that would not be a good use of your time or mine. Okay, so an RPM plan, and some of you have done this, and every time that I have my call with my coach, she asks me to create an RPM plan for what I want, and then to message that to her, and I am doing the same thing with you guys. So you can just pretend that you have your very own Tony Robbins coach here for the day. So, what? Well, I don't have one, but there's a bar on the kitchen counter. Can you help her grab that bar? Okay. RPM, results, purpose, and massive action plan. R, results, P for purpose, M, massive action plan or MAP. Okay, so you can do this how you like. The way that my coach taught me to do it was to create 3 columns on a page and to have results, purpose, massive action plan. Your purpose being the center and what you focus on the very, very most. So what we're going to start with is your results for each one of you, because you've come to me saying, I want to move up the leadership ladder. Okay, so that means that your result would be business starter. Your result would be team builder, or your result would be team leader. Now, it seems like all of you are striving for team leader and beyond, which is fine. So if you want to just go ahead and put team leader, that's totally fine, and we can break it down from there. Or if you would prefer to just create sort of a smaller RPM for business starter or team builder, and then that's fine too. And then when we reach that, then we can create a new RPM plan for team leader. Does that make sense? So however you choose to do it and however you feel like you would be most empowered up here, then let's do it that way, okay? So for this example today, because I know everybody in the end is striving for team leader and beyond, we're going to use team leader as your result. That is a very clear, defined, measurable result. That is what our outcome is that we all are wanting, right? Now, so that's going to be pretty quick, okay? It's pretty quick to do. Then we're going to move on to the purpose. Now, this we really want to, where that might have taken one line on your paper, this one you should be filling up the entire page full of purpose and why it's important to you. How are you going to look when you're a team leader? How are you going to feel when you're a team leader? What will you do when you're a team leader? Where will you go when you're a team leader? How will your income look when you're a team leader? What will you do with that income when you're a team leader? How will that impact your family? How will that impact your self-esteem? How will that impact your team? How will that benefit the life that you have changed as a result of being a team leader? I want you to dig deep into every possible aspect of that you can and why it is absolutely crucial for you. How is your purpose attached to that? How are you using your strengths, your gifts, your abilities to reach that? And how does using those make you feel? How is your life purpose being fulfilled in becoming a team leader? Does that make sense? There's a lot there. There's a lot there. And if you want to pause this and rewind it and go back and listen to those questions and answer them right here in this section of the video, that's totally fine. That may be a good way to do it. This is where you share your heart. This may go off of the page and into a journal, and that's okay. You may flip the page and keep on writing. The more that you can have of that, the better. And this is something that you are going to be doing every single week. And I would encourage you to take it to the next level and just allow this to be part of your journaling process and your vision building each and every day as you do your miracle morning and your journaling. Then these are the things that you're going to be journaling about from your heart, from your memory every day. But at least once a week when you create that RPM, you're going to be doing this every week, because every week it'll be slightly changing, especially your massive action plan. But you'll notice that over the weeks, your P may change as well as you are headed toward your R. Okay, as you are headed toward team leader, you may find that your purpose is slightly changing. You may find that your action plan needs to tweak and adjust. And so you're going to be doing this, and I'm going to want to see it every week. And we will be, we'll have a thread created where we're all creating our RPM, and I'm going to do this the same just alongside of you because, like I said, I want to help Matt's business grow. And so I'll be creating one of these for his business center, and we'll be posting that, and we'll hold each other accountable. We're going to be doing this together. We're all in this together. I am no better of a person, of a coach as you are. I've just been doing it longer and had some more failures along the way. Perhaps than maybe you have. And so we are in this together. Okay, so that's our R, that's our P, and now we're going to get over to massive action plan. Now this is really a brain dump. This is every possible potentially crazy idea that you could have as to how to get there, okay? It does not mean that you're going to do everything on this brain dump list, okay? But you may have on there, get Insanity certified so I can teach classes, so I can meet more people, so I can recruit more coaches, right? That may be totally out there for you, but it's a possibility, isn't it? You may have start a fit club, and or you may have go to 20 businesses to reach out and see if they would like to do corporate wellness program with me, right? Those are possibilities. Like, this is where we think big and think wild and think crazy and put it down on paper. And it does not mean that we're going to do all these things, okay? These are options, because here's the thing. When we feel like we don't have options, we shut down. We feel stuck. We need to always have a good list of options and possibilities so that we can go to those and choose our 20%. Because remember, Pareto's principle is that 20% of your actions will get you 80% of your results. And maybe for myself, I've been choosing the wrong 20%. And maybe that's why I'm not getting the results that I want. So this would be really beneficial for us as we are doing the activities that it's going to take to get to team leader. Now, in Beachbody, it's really nice that when we focus on something like team leader, what that means is by doing those activities, we're going to hit Success Club. We're going to be blessing other people's lives. We're going to be doing the things that are close to our heart, because all of those activities support the other things that are important to us. So here's where you're going to have your power hour. You may put on their Facebook ads. You may put Instagram ads. You may put your personal development. Of course, that's going to be a really important one. And being a product of the product, you can break all of these things down, and this should be a huge list. This should be a huge list of possibilities of activities that you can do to create the result, okay? Now, that way, what I do like to make it really detailed, and that way each day, well, what I do typically is I will pick a list of things that I want to do for the week off of here. What are going to be the top, if I've got 100 different things, and it's not unrealistic that you may have 100 different line items for possibilities of small actions that you can take to get you to the result that you want. So let's say that we have 100 small items that we could do in that week, okay? And we decide, what are our top 20%? What are the top 20 action items on this list that I believe are going to get me the best results for my week, okay? It doesn't mean that by doing these 20, next week I'm going to be team leader, right? We're going back to progress. But what are the top 20% that I feel like are going to get me the farthest, to get me the most progress toward my result, toward my outcome of team leader this week, okay? So we're going to choose, you could just star your top 20%, your top 20 items, okay? And then each day you could pick, let's say that you have 5 Beachbody working business days each week, okay? So each day you could choose 4 of those things. Now, I would encourage you to have Power Hour as one of those, and chances are that one's going to be on every one because that's one of our essentially, and your Power Hour can look different for each person on here, but that's essentially kind of a vital behavior as a coach in Team Beachbody. One of the things that I think is another great one to put down is creating quality content. And that's really how you're going to add value to people and be attracting people. And I think sometimes new coaches don't quite understand the importance of that, because when you are creating good content, whether it's a blog post, whether it's a video, that is something that you can disperse to different people in different ways. So if I create a video, that video could be in a blog post that I send out to my email list. That video could be on Facebook Live. That video could be on Periscope. That video could be on Snapchat. That video could be in my different Facebook groups that I'm adding value to. That video could be loaded to YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So, and when you have good created quality content where you're adding value to other people, it can just be used in a lot of different ways. So for me, that is probably one of my top 20% just about all the time. Okay, so that is an RPM, results, purpose, massive action plan. And once you have that done, then you're going to go to the team page under the files, click on that Google document where it says like create an appointment with Traci or something, and select a time coming up. And if there is not a time that will work for you and you're ready to move forward, then if you want to make a note at the bottom of that Google Doc with your name and maybe 3 potential times, you're welcome to do that, and just let me know on there. You can create a note and say, I'm done with my homework from video 2. We'll call this video 2. And that way I can look at my schedule and see if I can make it work for you. So hope that's been helpful. That was pretty quick, and I want to try and keep things quick and focused and laser beam tight so that it doesn't take any more of your time than necessary. And we will keep doing recognition and everything on our team page. Please remember that that is one of our 4 vital behaviors. So that should be done on team page like every day, right? We should be loading up that team page, recognizing your challengers, recognizing your coaches, and then of course as much as you can on your wall as well, because that's really going to draw other people to you. And just a little quick tidbit of value, as I've gone through Shalene's Marketing Impact Academy 2.0, I think that's what she calls it. She goes over the testimonial process and just how valuable, and calling it the most important part of what she does in terms of infomercials and in selling her products. And so a testimonial is essentially recognition. And the more that we can do, that is going to attract more and more people to us. So that's an area where I definitely want to improve and get better, and keep sharing our stories, which is another reason why we need to be sharing our own before and afters consistently. Every time you're going through a program or the 3-day refresh or anything like that, sharing those on our team page so we can all pull from those every single day and be sharing those as testimonials to what we do and how special we have in challenge groups and as a coaching opportunity. Last but not least, please don't forget that tomorrow night, Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have, as a team, put together a live opportunity for the challenge group and coaching, and that way you can use that as a tool for inviting people, giving them the option. Have you ever considered participating in one of these challenge groups that I hold? Have you ever considered doing what I do as an encourager and getting paid to do that through Team Beachbody? I would love to share more about that with you. We're going to be sharing some stories, before and after inspiration, on a live Facebook event tomorrow night, and you can invite people that way. And that's another tool where you don't have to put in a lot of time and effort, but you can be sharing what we have to offer and growing your team, growing your results, and living out your purpose all at the same time. You guys have a good day. Talk to you soon.